The Backrooms are made up of infinite levels, with most of them containing dangerous entities and even uninhabitable environments. So far, I've built the first 4 levels of the Backrooms in Minecraft, and the thing that all these levels have in common is that they're filthy. From level 0 having wet, soggy carpet to level 1 with all these old and dusty floors. And don't even get me started on level 2!
Disgusting!
Each one of these levels is just filled with filth. You can't even fall asleep in these levels without a fricking smiler eating you.
Hooray!
This time, I want to build a different level, a fancy level, a level that you can live on. And I think I might have found the right levels. Level 4 resembles an empty office building that is almost completely devoid of furniture. It is the 5th level of the Backrooms and has a survival difficulty of Class 1. This means that it is safe, secure, and has a minimal entity count. It is the level where almond water can be found most frequently, and also the level with the most wanderers, outposts, and supplies. Some rooms on this level have windows, though most of them have been completely blacked out. Any windows that have not been blacked out are considered traps and should be avoided at all costs. You can enter level 4 by entering an elevator in level 3, or by finding an unlocked door in level 2. No clipping into a wall in the hub may also lead to this level. Level 4 has occasional exits that lead to level 5 and level 6. Most exits take the form of office-style stairways. Before attempting to move on to the next levels, it is recommended that you stock up on almond water. It will be needed, especially in level 5. Level 4 is mostly devoid of entities. Hounds and dullars are the only ones to have been observed. As for the rooms themselves, most of them are empty with broken ceilings and dry old carpet. Only some of the rooms are decorated with furniture that can be typically found in commercial offices, like chairs, desks, old computers, and even water coolers filled with almond water. Now that we know information about level 4, it's time to build it in Minecraft. Firstly, we'll need to find the right design for the level. The first thing I did was to look at a bunch of reference images of the level in order to find the fitting design. After some time, I came up with this. As you can see, for the floor, I used a mix of light gray wool and light gray concrete powder. This way, we achieve the old, abandoned carpet feel that the level has. For the walls, I used white concrete, white wool, and white concrete powder. With this, the walls will feel less bland and boring. Lastly, for the ceiling, I used smooth stone blocks, and I later added black concrete holes all over it to make the effect of a broken, abandoned ceiling. Now, the key characteristic of level 4 is its abnormal, non-Euclidean windows that can be found in almost every room throughout the level. In order to make this, I placed light source blocks behind the window, then I filled it with glow item frames, and lastly, I added a map that is fully white in each item frame. As a result, an infinity effect is created, adding more atmosphere to the level. As for the entities, I won't be adding any since I want the level to feel safe. Puzzles and ambience will also need to be added in order to make the level feel more real and scenic. Level 5 resembles an infinite hotel complex that appears to have been constructed in the 1930s. This level is filled with decorations and furniture that appear to be from the 20th century. The level is mostly clean, with little dust and dirt lingering on surfaces. It seems to clean itself, as unclean spots disappear only a few minutes after appearing. Smooth jazz plays quietly throughout the level's halls from vintage turntables and speakers. Level 5 can be divided into 3 main areas. The first one is known as the main hall. This area is the main section of level 5 and is the most common area to discover. Most rooms in this area are empty, but some have fully furnished living quarters that are capable of sustaining life. This area of level 5 also holds many elevator shafts, which can range from modern elevators to antique elevators with a copper cage. Inside the elevator, there are many buttons that lead to floors 1 to 382. Accessing floors 1 to 12 will lead the wanderer to another part of level 5. 13 or higher will either result in death or disappearance. It is unknown what is above floor 12. The second area is called the Beverly Room. This area, also known as the Eternal Ballroom, is the main hub area of level 5. This place consists of a large, spacious room that contains a small, fanciful table in the center. The contents of the table include many drinks and an unfinished game of mahjong. All around the room, doors appear to be on every wall inside. The doors of this area will either lead to the main hall or the boiler room. The third and last area is called the Boiler Room. This area of level 5 is filled with old vintage machinery that produce large amounts of heat and steam. Most rooms in the area are filled with running boilers and burning furnaces. The temperature of this area is fairly high, with a large number of industrial pipes lining the walls. The pipes found here are filled with flowing almond water. The main danger of this area is the extreme temperatures in some of the rooms, since it can literally burn wanderers alive. And as for the entities, level 5 seems to be the central hive for the entities known as death moths. These entities take the appearance of insect-like moths. The male death moths are pretty friendly and appear to be the same size as the normal moths in the front rooms. The female death moths, on the other hand, are extremely aggressive and are about the same size as a wanderer. Now that we know everything there is to know about level 5, it's time to add it as well in Minecraft. I did the same thing I did with level 4. With the help of reference images I found the most fitting design, I later added each area of the level in Minecraft, and lastly, I added puzzles and entities into the level. Firstly, I started by building the main hall. For the floor, I used different types of colored blocks like wool, glazed terracotta, and concrete powder. With the use of these blocks, I was able to create different types of detailed carpets similar to the ones found in level 5. For the walls, I used stripped birchwood and various types of sandstone. I also filled the walls with different types of paintings in order to give it a more fancy vibe. For the ceiling, I used orange terracotta, and then I decorated it with buttons and trapdoors. Lastly, I filled the entire area with fancy furniture, elegant lighting, and unique plants. After that, I built the Beverly Room. For the floor, I used red-colored blocks in order to match the picture's design. For the walls, I used this complicated design, which includes white terracotta, bone blocks, and all the different variants of birch wood. And as for the ceiling, I used smooth quartz blocks. In the middle of the room, I added a small table with chairs all around it. On top of the table, I placed various resources like energy bars and almond water. In order to do it, I got invisible item frames with the help of this command, and I placed them however I liked on top of the table. And on every side of the room, I filled the walls with doors that lead to other areas of level 5. Lastly, I built the Boiler Room. This is by far the level's most detailed area. The floor is made up of gray-colored blocks with a layer of various objects like buttons, trapdoors, and pressure plates. This way, we make the area look like it's abandoned and forgotten. The walls are comprised of brown-colored blocks like granite, mud blocks, and dripstone. The ceiling, on the other hand, is made of dark blocks like deep slate, gray concrete, and gray wool. Throughout every room, I filled the walls and ceilings with a bunch of pipes. I also added large boilers, big furnaces, and old machinery in almost every room. Lastly, I filled the area with various puzzles for the player to solve. And as for the entities, all the entities from the previous levels have now inhabited level 5. And that's it! We are finally done with making level 5!